It's been rumored that Pokémon is working on a remake of Generation 2, but this time as a Pokémon Legends game. Pokémon Legends Arceus was a remake of Generation 4, but with a twist. It sent our protagonist back in time, inspired by feudal Japan. So likewise, I suspect this remake would also go back in time, and that's great because that gives a lot of inspiration for what to draw. That being said, what should we draw today? In Legends Arceus, we had new versions of starters, regional variants for old Pokémon, and new forms for legendary Pokémon. Okay, this looks like a good list, so let's get drawing. Before we get to the video, I want to showcase some fantastic art from my subscribers. This is a melodic variant from Ori, a dark water type inspired by the Australian legend of the Rainbow Serpent. Next is a steel and fighting type Porygon, and this one is by Glizzythewhale. And finally, we have Elaconda, the electric and dragon type, by Cedric. Elaconda burrows itself into the sand and shocks its prey with its spine. So shout out to these fantastic artists for showcasing their work. And also shout out to Cornflakes Water for leaving a comment on this video's topic. If you want to recommend me future video ideas and showcase your art, I have the Discord link in the descriptions below. Anyways, back to the video. The first drawing we want to do is create a new version for a starter. And you know, the starter that gets the least amount of love is Meganium. And personally, I really like Meganium, so let's give it an upgrade. Since we're being inspired by feudal Japan, I think I want to reference the iconic Japanese cherry blossoms. So in Legends Johto, Bayleaf evolves into Meganium, the bringer of life. Meganium grows cherry blossoms on its body, and villagers will travel to see it during blooming season. It is a tradition to get married under a group of Meganiums, to bring good luck and fortune to your family. However, when it becomes wintertime, Meganium will shed its leaves until new buds begin at the start of next spring. It is a grass and fairy type with the ability Regenerator, as Meganium can regrow its body to heal itself. This is Meganium. Now that both Meganium and Typhlosion have alternative designs, we have to do one for Feraligatr. Let's give him some love too. I'm leaning towards some kind of Oni design, and Onis are demons or orcs from Japanese folklore. They live in mountains and have powers of lightning and thunder. Alright, so in Legends Johto, Crocodile evolves into Feraligatr, the tempered monster. Feraligatr lives deep in caves near the top of mountains. However, when it gets hungry, it likes to terrorize nearby villages for food. When it becomes angry, it lights up with electricity and causes thunderstorms. Once a month, the villagers will give it food offerings by its cave, and Feraligatr happily leaves them alone. Feraligatr is a water and electric type with the ability Lightning Rod, which redirects electricity around it. This is Feraligatr. So let's give a regional variant for an old forgotten Pokemon, and the one I chose was Forretress. I think the cooler part of revisiting a historical era is the architecture, and the old castles and palaces inspired me to make this variant. So in Legends Johto, Pineco evolves into Forretress, the impenetrable shell. Forretress can be found in groups, building large barricades in the forest to block off their territory. They are notoriously stubborn and can collapse their shells to harden against any advances. As they grow older, the shells become larger, and the villagers have to urgently deal with them because they will block off all the roads. Forretress is a bug and grass type with the ability Heatproof. Their shells are quite thick and they're resistant to fire attacks. This is Forretress. Finally, we need to draw new forms for legendary Pokemon. And of course, we need to do Ho-Oh and Lugia. I liked how in Legends Arceus, the new design for Palkia was based on marble statues and Greek mythology. So I want to base ours on Japanese mythology as well. And I'm thinking about Fujin and Raijin, the brother gods of wind and lightning. I think their duality is something we could draw inspiration from. So in Legends Johto, Ho-Oh and Lugia dwell within their origin forms, Hojin and Lujin, the brother deities. Hojin and Lujin are competitive brothers that will constantly fight or bicker. However, their arguments would create monsoons, droughts, and fires, causing great pain for the villagers. Seeing the havoc they caused, they felt guilty and decided to divide their domains. Hojin took the skies and Lujin took the deep waters. However, even after many centuries, their appearance was a sign of disaster and misfortune, and the villagers looked upon them as bad luck. So they decided to transform into a more natural appearance, giving up their godhood for the sake of peace. Hojin is a fire psychic type, and Lujin is a water psychic type, and they have a unique ability called Soul Offering. When Hojin or Lujin faints in battle, they can revive one of your other Pokemon in your party. This is Hojin and Lujin. Thanks for watching, and as always, like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.